Hello, collective. Welcome to the Power of Three, another love 'em or leave 'em. So this is where we look at, yeah, you're in a relationship, however long, whether it's a marriage, you just maybe started dating somebody and now you're regretting it. Maybe you've been dating them for a while and it's just not going anywhere. However, it may apply for you. So this is where we look at the advice that comes out for whoever's strongest energy it's picking up on of whether you should stay or go because you maybe need help with that. You need that push to decide one way or another, even if you decide to stay. You know what I mean? It's that inner turmoil. You don't want to live like that in limbo. Make a decision and stick with it. Okay. And that might be easier said than done. I realize that. And that's why this reading is here to help you. Okay. Because what's here is telling me that you need to go. Okay. But it feels dangerous. We'll see what comes out. Okay. Um, reminding you to like and subscribe. I'm trying a little something new, so if I did it right, if it works, and I know it seems stupid, but I don't usually muck around, but I decided to try a thumbnail. I think that was instead of just putting a picture up, instead of leaving whatever jerked off form YouTube stomps my face at. Um, so I tried it, so hopefully it worked, and if it did, then that's one of my pups. His name's Fletcher, so I decided to start trying that. We'll see. Just helps you introduce you to a little piece of me. Okay. So here we go with the love them or leave them. Obviously, obviously, you have to be in a relationship, right? To resonate with this. However, don't forget, you could have already gone through this and, it's just kind of have an after effect, an afterthought of what you've already been through. Okay, you might just be reflecting back on it. So here we go from Yeshua, who is his Hollywood name's Jesus, right? Not him giving it to him, but you know, we know him as Jesus, but his real name is Yeshua. Be not afraid. Sorry, only believe. Okay, now you can see how in the background it's just rocks, and that would hurt. Okay, and if you got stuck in that, or like the gauntlet, if you're familiar with, um, it'd be pretty scary. And let's just say you're there, and you gotta get yourself out. Let's use that as an example, okay? Right? You got where you're gonna go. You have to take a chance in order to save yourself, is basically what I'm picking up on that, okay? Overall energy, we're using the language of color, and you got peach. Inhale a breath of life. I know you can't make this shit up. I know if there's a dime for every time somebody said that on YouTube. I should never worry about nothing again for money anyway, but be not afraid, only believe. Inhale the breath of life. I'll tell you what I got from this and from the supporting, but I'll tell you, it's just, I feel like for some of you, if you're resonating at all with this message might be here to let you know, please stop being indecisive because you're in danger where you're at. You need to take that dangerous step out, have faith, right? Be not afraid, only believe. He will catch you. See, and you see how obviously things got right to the brink, okay? Because they were already in the water. You can see that they're wet up to there. All right, so it got to the point where it was almost too late. Please don't make me cry. But he got you. He's got you. Jesus has you. Inhale a breath of life. Supporting energy from the language of flowers. Gardenia. Awareness. Wake up, roll the clouds away, and look. It's not as dangerous as the opposing forces led you to believe it was. Fear and scare tactics are a very easy tool for the enemy to use. Okay, I need to take a breath here. For some reason, I just feel very heavy, like, okay, because I know this, but I haven't been like this today, but I feel like somebody has been crying to the point where their eye hurt. Okay, it feels like their eyes are going to bleed because they've been crying so hard for too long. This is the I can't remember if I cut them, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna yeah, because for some reason I got interrupted. Can't remember. So this is for the collective. Love them or leave them. All fines. It's good, please. Thank you to Shawa and my guides and peeps for being here. Collective that need the advice for their highest good. What do we have? Judgment. It's a lot of that these days. But what I'm getting is be not afraid, only believe. But this judgment, see this judgment? This is the fear tactic right here. The fear tactic being used against you is judgment. Don't worry about it. Fuck it. Whose judgment? Who says their judgment matters? Does it? The power is in with you, my friend. The power. Where he comes from is where you come from. He'll never let you go. There's nothing to do with God. Sorry, that slipped out. Look at that. I just want to jump back and kiss myself. That's right. The High Priestess. The High Priestess could give two flying you know whats. Take that judgment and stick it where the sun don't shine. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can hear her or not. She's in the back, so I can't put her on, but I can't. So lovers, love them or leave them. It's your choice. It was your choice to be with them. And despite popular belief, it's your choice if you don't want to love them anymore. Okay? It's all your choice. Every last bit of it, despite this fear tactic that's being used against you. Bottom of the deck. Next door. This is your intuition, the high priestess. Okay? Your third eye, slowly awakening. This is how it starts. Page. Yeah. It kind of, you might be an adult, but it kind of, you realize that you are starting at ground zero again because, for one thing, everything you've been taught is garbage. So, the little bird there, precious little bird, yeah, that's a sign from light. Little birdie is whispering in your ear, and that's your intuition. Signs, synchronicities that just cannot be a coincidence. There cannot be that many coincidences. All right, so I think we have an awakening here, and we have a wake up, an awakening, a breath of life, maybe for the first time ever. You are like out of the matrix, basically. Wow. You know, I was hesitating to do this because, and I a lot of times don't realize at first why I have been struggling myself just to, and I realized that I haven't been, I've been laid off since November. And my chance, 4 days after that layoff, the, how do you know how the shit hit the fan in our family? And it's just been a rough road. I've been out of my routine because I laid off and I forgot to start taking pills that you're supposed to take. And I will recommend it to you because I'm going to tell you, my doctor put me on B12 a long time ago, and I haven't been taking it. And I started to, well, I feel like it's this because this is what happens when you awaken. You get help like this. Okay, where is he? Actually, there's two of them there, but there and here. But it was getting to the point where like I was crying all the time. Everything I thought of, everything I had to deal with just brought up this god awful, horrible oppression and depression, like the weight of the world, or I just what I described to you, that feeling like I was crying all the time. My eyes, and but this is worse. This is something specific that's happening that you're crying over. I just seem to be going through that, and then it I got a download, basically got to get back on your B12. Okay. Um, so I did. I'm sorry to elongate this, but you guys might be experiencing this and get so vitamin B12, right? Just get that in a singular form, right? Don't take a multivitamin. Vitamin B12 specifically. I bought them and took a pill yesterday. So I went to the store like as soon as it opened. Got my groceries, got the vitamins in me. One vitamin, I noticed it yesterday. I swear on my honor. I felt a little better. I took one this morning, so that's the second one. And I honestly, there's been a few times now this morning that I felt that feeling come up and then it immediately suppresses because the pills are working already. I think I was just at a dangerously low level. So if you guys are experiencing that and you don't understand why you feel that way because you just want to cry all the time, I mean, sure, you could think of reasons. We all can, but you shouldn't be like that all the time. And of course, you can get caught up in a cycle of people telling you you're depressed or you need help or whatever. You might just need to take a very high dose of B12, which the highest you can take is 5,000 milligrams or whatever it is, 5,000 whatever and whatever it is on the bottle. Right? I think mine's Jameson that I have, but wherever you're at. If you are experiencing that, please give that a try because it can be that simple. Feel better and pull yourself out of feeling like that all the time. Now, you'll still have to deal with whatever you have to deal with, but it'd be a heck of a lot better to not feel like you've got some demonic force against you, pulling you down, making you feel like you want to cry about everything so you can't even make a decision for yourself, okay? It's very helpful. So I don't know why I was brought to Brink to say that, but man, let's point out also, they want me to point out that the entire main spread here is major arcana. So this is major, very major. So whether you yourself are, I'm almost picking up on right here. I am picking up on a high profile couple. So that's why the judgment is here because you got a lot of people watching that. You know. Oh well, it isn't about anybody else but you, wherever you are. So this is the sensual Wicca we're using to clarify our love 'em or leave 'em. And that hasn't even come out yet, has it? No. Under judgment. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. So you got people thinking things here. People thinking things here. You're thinking all four swords. Both sides. All sides. Because it's up to you whether you want to go through there or not. Yes, you got to pass by those judgments. You got to pass by those opinions. But I say, past that brick wall, those clouds are looking pretty good. And it's funny that there's clouds. Okay, let me then look at this. It's very specific for someone. So Please pay attention. See the clouds? How you can hardly see? Tiny little bit right there. That's it, clouds. So it would be a little nerve-wracking to look out that window, be not entirely sure where you're heading out that window. But what does this say? What does this say? Wake up, roll the clouds away and look. So maybe, just maybe, if you don't worry about all the judgment on either side of you and you just actually stick your freaking head out the window, you'll see that the judgment, whatever, you know, it can't hurt you. Okay? It can't hurt you. The judgment cannot hurt you at all. Somebody might be trying to make you think it can, but it can't. High priestess. I'm sorry if you can hear, honey. She's singing her pretty opera little singing song now. She's trying to get attention. See? And that might be part of the energy. She's that's her little best little heartfelt try to sound like she's got some little opera, little bird voice. And somebody might be doing that, putting in a last ditch effort for their best, the best of them. The swords under the high priestess. Harsh judgment, scary. That would be scary. See that coming at you? Sword in one hand and an eagle that would probably come and say, this eagle will come after you and peck your eyes out and claw you to death. Actually, an eagle could really fuck you up if it wanted to. So they're really big. However, what you can't see because of the clouds is that the eagle, who's probably tied to his arm, and carrying a good anyway. But somebody's hoping that you don't know that. Somebody's hoping that you don't know that they aren't even crafty enough to stay on that horse and take a slice at you with that sword. If they do, they'll fall off. The horse will zig when they zag and see you later. And they could land right on it. So please, whoever this is resonating with, please don't fall for the fear tactics, okay? You're not afraid. Only believe. Lovers, Queen of Pentacles. See, this person, this is a feminine energy who feels like the world knows her something. She's entitled. And that person, that other female, who's really just as good as her, is down there in a humiliating way, serving her. She's probably not even allowed to stand up over her. She's probably got to serve her from the floor. I almost feel like disgusted of this for some reason. So sorry. Emperor. We know that emperors are in charge. Emperors are supposed to be the boss. The emperor's supposed to run the show. But it seems like in this relationship, running the show is serving somebody that's entitled. And maybe that's just not going over so good anymore. We're using the romantic tarot to extra clarify. For the collective, all signs. Please clarify, inhale a breath of light with gardenia awareness. Five of Cups. That's the fight. Look at that. This guy's getting his hair ripped out. He's been caught. Somebody is not happy. What have you been caught doing? Maybe planning your getaway. But this female has doesn't think twice about coming at you about it. She's got backup because she's entitled. And that's the fear tactic being used against you. He doesn't look very comfortable, does he? No. Feel kind of trapped, I would say. Four of Swords under judgment. Four of Swords under judgment. You, you see this right here? You see the person standing there? Four of Swords. What you're thinking about. Lost in thoughts of this, the end of this nightmare, really. It is. This is what this is. It just needs to be buried with a wreath on it. Excuse me. Knight of Swords under the High Priestess. And of Pentacles. See, when it's about money with certain people that are entitled, nothing else matters. Just the money. It's always been about the money. And you see, when you start waking up and you roll away those clouds, you realize that it matters to you more about, you know, the aspects that should be important in love. And money isn't it. So if it's based on that, you're in trouble. And a lot of times people don't realize that until it's too late, or they get themselves in a very fearful place. Queen of Pentacles under Lovers. That's that'd be interesting. Seven of Wands. Journey. Like I said, I feel like the Queen has caught your plans to possibly move on. Move on. Where is that window? How did I? Where was that? How did I do that? Oh, right there. This death card, it's extra clarifying this. You go out the window, you're dead to them. You leave, you're dead to them. That's okay. See? And there's, like I said, they're entitled, so it's about money. So they probably feel like they know you care more about money than being happy. Or they're hoping. That's what they're hoping. King of Swords at the bottom. The King of Swords. So the shield is on the ground, right? He doesn't need to shield himself. He's going to use honesty and dignity to get himself out. Going to stand up, be seen, be heard, and not care about the judgment. This guy does not look like he cared about what anybody else thinks about what he's had to say, what he had just said. What do you think? All right, collective, we are going to close this out. Honey, sorry. Sorry, I don't. I don't know. It's not. And she's in the back, so she's pretty loud considering. So she's really putting some stank on it there. And maybe your person is too. Like to the point where it's obvious and noticeable. You know what I mean? But they don't care. This is the self care deck or spot. Let's see what inside. The Sacred Self Care Oracle. So for the collective that's resonating with this love 'em or leave 'em reading, what'd you get? Look for fairies. See, I told you, wake up, roll back the clouds and look. There's synchronicities. There's an awakening here. Look for the fairies because they're all around you. I'm going to give you a little hint. If you're resonating with this at all and you're interested, pay attention in the forest. Okay? If you think you see something, you probably do. Pay attention. Focus in. Put forth the effort. It'll be worth it. You'll awaken like you've never awakened before. Guys, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope that this has helped you. I do want to say it. You know, you want me to say outright whether this reading is encouraging you one way or another. I would say that this reading is saying to get past your fear and go. This isn't based on anything good. It's based on my and control. But again, it's up to you. I think you're awakening at the same time, and which is an awesome thing, which is usually it makes sense. Okay. This could be very tragic for whoever's resonating with this, and uh, just don't be afraid. Okay. Believe if you have to keep coming back and watching this reading to remind yourself, do that. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. But hopefully, my little thing, because like I say, I'm not savvy with this, so I hope that that's what it means. But as far as my little guy Fletcher there in the thumbnail, I'm gonna choose to love him. Where's these games? So we've got to love him. I think we've got to leave him here. Until I see you guys again, please take care. Bye for now.